Hey guys, Paint with Rick. Welcome to another video. Today I thought we'd do kind of a simple painting today. We'll do a mountain back here, but in the front of the mountain we're going to have our landscape a little closer. We'll run some grass across here with some bushes and some trees up in here. Not evergreen trees, regular trees, and then we'll probably have a pathway coming down here from here, maybe run water down it, and then just green grass over here and here, and a pathway coming down. Real simple, and in like a grayish blue sky. And I've never mentioned I wear gloves because this the only thing you can't get at Michael's. You got to go to your hardware store to get gloves. I do so much painting, I get tired of getting washing my hands all day. So with some linseed oil and Payne's Gray, let's start up in our left corner here with some gray color. I don't want the sky to look so blue today. Uh, we'll mix that blue with some of this Payne's Gray, okay? So grab a little bit of blue. It could be any type of blue. And mix some blue up in here. Just a hint of blue over here, but we're going to mostly pull this gray down here now. So with that same brush, grab some more Payne's Gray, and you'll get a different color with that blue, see? Bring it down. Today I'll just kind of talk and you can watch. I live in Seattle. I also play music. I'll tell you a story that happened. It was before COVID hit. Seattle had this science march, and it was pretty big. There was a park down in Capitol Hill, just it's near downtown Seattle. Everybody got together down there. The governor was there, Governor Inslee, and I was in a band, and I did the national anthem on my guitar, and there must have been like 10,000 people there in this park, so it was pretty exciting. I got to play. I did like a Jimi Hendrix type version of the national anthem on my electric guitar, and wow. And then when I was done, the governor sent his aide over to me and said, hey, the governor wants to meet you. So I mean, he really enjoyed that. I got to talk to him for about 10 minutes before he was going on stage to do his speech. So that was pretty fun. So I'm in a couple bands. One's called Magnolia Steel, and we're on Instagram if you want to go check it out. Instagram. Plus, we're also on iTunes. We have an album that we released on iTunes. You can find it. Magnolia Steel. It's kind of like the opposite of that movie, Steel Magnolia. So, Magnolia Steel. Because we live in Magnolia here. So we decided to name the band after the town we live in. Maybe one day I'll do a video and I'll play some of our music while I'm painting. But I'm pretty sure YouTube will not like that, even though I own the music. But that's just the way their computers work, you know. So I'm going to have some big clouds up in here today. I'm going to try not to kill all my color in the sky though. I did find another blender brush I get to try out today, so I'm going to try it out right now. Trying to blend this white into the color here. Create some big clouds up here. Let's try that brush out. It's got a lot of bristles. It seems pretty soft, so let's see how it works. A little different, but it's working. This is a nice technique for clouds. Let's see how that looks in the frame here. Yeah, not bad. Let's see how it blends this gray up here. You got to pull all these colors together. That's why you blend the sky, so you don't have any imperfections up in there. Let's see if that blended it out. Kinda. I got another one to try too, so let's put some more clouds up there. Since we're gonna have a small mountain back here, so I'm gonna run a cloud that's like coming up at an angle into this cloud. Pull it down. I'll have a cloud behind the mountain, small one. And let's put one in front of this one, coming all the way across. When you get good at these, you can do them fast like this. You can leave some of this in here like it's blowing too. This will be blowing from this way. Give your cloud some movement, you know. All right, let's try this bigger blender brush. Lightly blend that so you don't lose all this, the motion of the cloud in there. Just lightly hit this. Eventually I'll run across a good blender brush and I'll tell you where to go buy it, but it's got to be really soft and fluffy, because if it's too hard, I'll blend this cloud back so it goes into the distance. See? This one too, just to give it a different shape on top. There you go. Let's see how that looks. Not bad. It's looking good. Let's put a little mountain in there. Now we're going to do, like I said, just an easy landscape today. So you want your clouds to look pretty cool if you got an easy landscape going on. Can't find my knife. Palette knife. There it is. All right. Let's grab some black. And let's put our mountain a little off to the right today. That's it. I want it to, because we're going to have trees here and here. So with your any one of your brushes that just let's just shape the bottom of the mountain. Just pull it down a little, because I think the bottom of this mountain's going to get covered with bushes. So just pull it down like that. Let's put a little bit of snow up there. Titanium white on your palette knife, and just going to put a little snow on today. This also indicates kind of like where the light, we'll have the light coming from this way today. Lightly, you got to lightly touch that and pull it where you want your snow. Just like that. Now let's mix a little. Well, we got bluish gray up in the sky, so we'll mix a little blue and white and gray for the other side of our mountain. Dull it up with some gray. And then wherever your white is, to the left of that, we'll pull a little bit of this shade color. Just like that. It helps create dimension into your mountain here. Like there's peaks and stuff in here. You don't have to kill all the black. I always say that, but just come left of your snow and put in the shade color. Wherever you think, wherever you think the sun is not hitting. Just like that. That looks cool. I like the way, I like my mountain to look distinct on the sky, you know. I always leave this part alone. I don't try and fade it into the distance, but my side I do. I'll blend the sides down a little, because then it looks like it's going around, you know. But let's pull a little of this mountain in the front to make it, I know it's going to get covered, but pull some of it down. It kind of creates a mist on the mountain, but we're going to have trees right in front of there, so. All right, that's looking good. I hope you guys like that, a distinct mountain right there. That's our focal point. And now we're just going to put our easy landscape in here. So what I'm going to start with is the actual ground, the grass. I'm just going to, let's see, I'm just going to tap across here. Because believe it or not, we're going to have trees coming up on the side here. Let's just pull our, since we know what our land is going to look like, we're going to fill this in with sap green down here. And we'll leave a little spot for a pathway coming down the middle here from this corner down here in the middle. Fill all this in with the sap green. This is straight sap green out of the tube. And if you put it on hard in the back, see, you get a different value when you tap it on. But then we can, it's so cool, you can rub it down to get a lighter color. So there's going to be our distant landscape. It's going to be an easy landscape today. Mostly green grass I wanted, and then something running down here from the side. Let's tap in some trees over here. So for that I got a little sap green mixed with some black. So it's going to make our trees a little darker here. And let's tap in a tree here. It's darker sap green so it can cover over this mountain a little bit. Just one tree like that. Okay. And now we'll do one on this side, maybe a couple on this side. Same dark color. This way you get we don't have to always do evergreen trees. We could do different types of trees. And then we can start tapping up. I don't want to cover our mountains, so just like that. Put some hills in here. All right, now let's take a paper towel. We'll lighten this up with some white eventually, but I'll show you how. Wipe just underneath your trees here to get a tree line. You don't have to go straight across. We want it to have different indentations in the trees there, so wipe some of that color down to you can kind of see the landscape appearing then. I'm getting a little light coming in here. I don't like that. Let me put up something to block that. Nope. I don't know where it's coming from. Let me grab another. I got old pictures I can hang up here to kind of block the light. I'm going to change the angle of the camera a little. Get rid of that light. There we go. It's a little better. You could see right in here it was starting to hit funny lights right there. So let's grab a brush with a little yellow ochre now. Same brush you're using to put the sap green on. And let's mix a little color in back here. Just a little bit over here. Grab some more. Let's grab a little for the front. We'll put a little brown down here. Very good. Put some brown up here too. All right, down that middle pathway, let's run some a little brown down in here, and then some yellow ochre underneath it. Just like that. All right, it's looking good. Let's grab some of our dark sap green and kind of shape some of these trees back in here so they're not just straight across. Just tap them in. Not too high, you don't want to kill all your mountain there. Just like that. We want it to look like Impressionism. Very good. That's looking good. I hope you guys are liking this. Let's wipe some of this color away again. Mix our yellow ochre. Very good. Let's grab a van brush and put a little titanium white on it. We're going to lighten up just underneath our trees now with titanium white. Depending which way you go, well, you can create it coming in. Today I'm just going all this one way today because I want a pathway coming down. I want this to be one ridge here, one over here, and a pathway down the middle. Now with the blender brush, we're going to blend in that grass back here. Just lightly pull the same direction as your color. And as you get out here, you can turn your brush and start blending this in. Blend all this grass in, and it's going to look so cool. It just brings it all together. See that? Now let's blend our pathway. This is yellow ochre and brown. And let's blend this grass over here. It's looking good. I like that. Hopefully this is giving you some ideas. Let's grab our brush with the dark sap green. We'll put some bushes in here. Let's put some in front of this pathway here. Just down to the path there. Just like that. Not too much. Not too many bushes. Just that much. Let's plop one in the corner here. I like the way this grass looks, so I don't want to cover it all up. So, got a bush here. I think I'm going to keep it simple today. And now let's run some water down that pathway. Like there's some kind of water coming from somewhere. We don't know where, but just a little white on the tip of your palette knife. And we're going to wiggle some white down this path. Keep your knife straight when you do this, and just wiggle that white down here. Just like that. All right, how's that looking? That looks cool. Let's put in some twigs now. Your highlighter, your this highlight brush. It's like a brush you use when you sign your name, but let's pull up some twigs on these bushes. All different directions. Got some here. Well, have some all over the place, popping up wherever. Let's run some in the back around our trees. This really brings it all together, believe it or not, these twigs. All right, that's looking good. This is a simple landscape for you to try. You can add more bushes in here if you'd like, and put a bird up here so that something can enjoy this cool landscape. Let's put one down low here near the mountain. There we go. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Just to give you some ideas. You could line up, like I said, you could run bushes all along this path if you want, and wherever you want. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and give it a try. We'll see you on the next video. Let me try and pull this in the front to give you a straight shot. I'll put this out, finish it up, and put it on my Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram handle in the description.